What's going on, my people? So today we're going to get into something concerning how many Xbox players are playing Starfield. Now, we have an idea of how many PC players are playing Starfield. And yeah, it's a lot more than what it says on Steam. I don't know why people love to use Steam all of a sudden in the last few years. It's like Steam numbers have gotten so popular, even among console players. But today we're going to take a look at how many players are playing on Xbox. Now, while we're doing this, we're going to also be able to get an idea of how many PC gamers are playing through the Creation Store. There's data in the Creation Store that will give us both. But one thing you have to remember when you're looking at the PC player count, most PC gamers are getting their mods from Nexus mods. Because first of all, there's a lot more mods on there that aren't in the Creation Store. Secondly, you can also play with extenders. And with extenders, it really makes it hard to get actual data from, like in terms of if you're trying to find out exactly how many PC players are playing. Because you can get an idea of how many are playing by looking at what we're going to look at here when it comes to the Xbox gamers and the PC gamers who are getting their mods through the Creation Store. Is you look at the number of what they call plays. It's mod plays. Now, what are mod plays? What is mod plays? In the context of game modding data, the term play refers to user engagement and interaction with a mod, encompassing data points like number of downloads, active players, playtime, completion rates. Analyzing this play data provides insights into mods' popularity, user experience, and areas of potential improvement, helping the modding community understand how players are interacting with their creations. Okay, so I had to get that bit of information out there because, of course, there will be people who will be visiting the channel who will want to deny everything that we're going to look at right now. And if I didn't do that, and we all know what you can listen to what it's called. It's called mod play, mod plays, right? Common sense tells you what that is, right? So some of you are probably saying, hey man, we knew what it was. You know what? Why did you bother reading that? Just go on with the video. Look, we all know how it goes, man. So there will be people who will show up and say mod plays is what mod plays is. So I just went on and got that out of the way. That little simple thing. Okay, so now we're going to go on and we're going to take a look at some of the data through the Creation Store to give us an idea of how many people are actually playing. Specifically, we're here to talk about Xbox gamers, but right next to the Xbox data is also PC players who are also playing through the Creation Store. But like I said, don't take that 100% as I'm 100% accurate, because Nexus mods is where most PC gamers get their mods. So all that said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the data. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is the Starborn Gravisuit. Now, this was one of the most popular mods when the mods first came out. I'm not going to say it was the top mod, but it was certainly in the top ranking. See here on PC, over 22 million plays since April of 2024. Keep in mind, most PC gamers don't get their mods from the Creation Store. So this does not represent the mass number of PC gamers that's still playing Starfield. 22 million just on the PC alone. Look at the Xbox. They're killing it. 27 million plays by Xbox gamers. Keep in mind, in April of 2024, a lot of people were saying that Xbox was dead. This does not look like Xbox is dead. The Daymog vehicle, also a pretty popular mod on PC. Over 13 million. Look at this vehicle, it looks nice. Over 13 million plays on PC alone. Again, this isn't Nexus mods, this is a Creation Store. This is not where most PC players get their mods. Again, hate to keep repeating that, but I just want you to remember that. Take a look at the Xbox. 13 million plays. Right here, we take a look at the Nomad spacesuit, which was a pretty popular spacesuit. This came out in June of 2024, over 3 million plays. This is just a spacesuit. Well, it's a couple of different spacesuits, but on the Xbox, 6 million plays. That's 6 million plays on the Xbox alone. So right here, if we take a look at the Starborn Encounters pack, the Starborn Encounters mod, you look down here, this came out in 2025, July of 2025 on PC. Over 10,000 players. Over 10,000 players. This is not even really a really popular mod. On Xbox, 17,000 players. This is just a moderately popular mod that's got that many players on Xbox, over 17,000. Okay, right here, we jump to a really popular mod, Watchtower, Orbital Strike. This was a popular mod, came out in May of 2025. Look at that, over 2 million on PC. This doesn't even touch the number of PC players that played this through Nexus mods. Over 2 million on Xbox. Over 2 million. They're almost like neck and neck, over 2 million. But this game is supposed to be dead, right? Okay, this right here, this is Estelle Vincent Companion mod. This is a companion mod. It's supposed to be pretty popular. I haven't tried it yet. But on the PC, again, this is not Nexus mod where most PC players get their mods, but yet and still, we're looking at over 300,000 plays. 375,000 plays for a mod that came out in 2025 on the Xbox. 830,000, it's almost a million. For a mod, again, that came out in February of 2025. So we got here Everbright, which is also supposed to be a pretty popular mod. We go down here, again, May of 2025. PC, 338,000. 338,000. On the Xbox, 388,000. Does this sound like a game that's dying? I don't think so. Look at this. Look how many people are playing this mod, man. If we take a look at Dark Universe, this is a great mod. It gives you a lot of great side missions. You go down here on the PC, almost 500,000. This came out in January of 2025. 500,000 plays. Xbox, almost 1 million plays in 2025. PC again, almost 500,000. Xbox, almost 1 million. So guys, if you take a look at these numbers, I just showed you just a few. I mean, I could have showed you a lot more. Clearly, using Steam count numbers to try to figure out how many people are playing Starfield is ridiculous. And most people who use those numbers, especially the people who work for these big media houses, they know better. They know that they can go and get data that lets them know, or gives them some idea of how many people are really playing Starfield. It's just that they conveniently look over it. There are going to be some people who are going to look at what I'm presenting right here and they're going to go into denial. It's really weird. But there are tons of people playing this game. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave it right there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play some Starfield, as a matter of fact. But hey, look, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please get subscribed. I got another video that I'm working on right now. I've come up with an idea of how Starfield can introduce aliens into Starfield without breaking the lore. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I think I have a really nice idea because you got a lot of people who talk about aliens and all that. And I think some of the people really mean it. They're not really just trying to troll. And I think I have an idea of how Bethesda can bring aliens into the Starfield universe and not break lore. So, you know, we already have intelligent aliens in the game. We have the Terrormorphs, but I'm talking about sentient aliens, and I'm talking about taking aliens to an entirely different level. Anyway, guys, until next time, stay safe.